Hello, this is Mrs. Neal. This is a lesson on rounding whole numbers, and it's a makeup lesson. So the objective is that you will be able to round whole numbers. So when we talk about rounding numbers, which way do we go? Do we round them up? Do we round them down? What does that even mean? What is rounding a number? Well, when we take a number such as 37, and we hear the question, round this number to the nearest 10. We know that tens are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and on. Those are tens, up to 100. 100 isn't a 10, it's 100. But 90 below and below are hundreds. So when we see a number like 37, and we hear, round this number to the nearest 10. Well, which way do we go? Do we round it to a 30 or do we round it to a 40? Those are our choices. It would be rounded to a 30 or a 40. Which way do we go? This is how we do it. We look at the number to the right. Since this is the tens place, we're going to round this number. So the way that we change that is to look at this number to the right of it. This is a 7. That's an important number when you're rounding. Even though we're changing the 3 to a 3 or a 4, the number that's going to make the difference is the 7. So here's the rules. If the number is a 4 or less, you round down. If the number is a 5 or more, you round up. So what is this number? It's a 7. Remember, we only look to the number to the right. It's a 7. 7 falls into this category, 5 or more. So we would round up to 40. Let's take a look one more time. We look at the number to the right. If the number is a 4 or less, you round it down. If the number is a 5 or more, you round it up. Let's try another number. What if we had the number 22? Would we round up to 30 or would we round down to 20? Well, the number that we're changing is that 2 in the tens place, but the number that we look at is the one to the right. This is a 2. This falls into this category. We go down to a 20. So here's the rules again, just so you can see them. If the number is a 4 or less, round down. If the number is a 5 or more, round up. That means 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So remember, we're going to round this to the nearest 10. So is this number going to be up to 50 or going down to 40? The way that we figure that out is to look at the number to the right. Although we're changing the 4, we look at the number to the right because that affects the change. So this number is an 8. That falls into this category. It's a 5 or more. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's more than 5, so we round up. So the answer would be 50. What about 91? Do we round up to 100 or down to 90? Remember, although the tens place is the one that we're going to change, that we're thinking about, the number 1 is the one that matters. So 1 is less than 4. 4 or less, round down. So we would round it down to 20. This takes practice, and the more you practice it, the easier it gets. Let's take a look at 72. We're going to round it to the nearest 10, just like we have for the rest of these numbers. So 7 is the one that's going to change or stay the same, but the 2 is the one that makes the difference. The 2 is a 4 or a less, just like up here, so we round down. So that's going to be, it's going to round down to 70. If you feel like you haven't learned this lesson, please go back and play it again before you complete this assignment sheet. This assignment should be completed and then take a picture of it or scan it and email it to your teacher. Thank you.